What's going on, guys? Three Wheels on the Block back again. Today we're talking about the Regal GS. Like, what? Three Wheels? That's not the Regal. What is that? Yep, it's a Regal GS. You see the Buick logo. It says Regal, and it even says GS. I'm sure you guys are wondering what in the world is this, and why is the Misfit still sitting there? I think it'll sit there forever, Three Wheels. Anyway, so my 13 Regal is in the shop because I was involved in an accident. I got kind of T-boned here on the driver's side of that car, so it's at the body shop, and they're also figuring out some other stuff on it. But anyway, in the meantime, I picked up this to drive back and forth to work because I needed something for a daily, aside from the Suburban that I drive. So this is the beater, as you guys would call them. 98 Regal GS. Surprise, surprise. I wasn't really looking for a Regal. I was actually looking for a Corolla or something like I had before. But this actually will do 29, 30 on the highway, which is a lot better than the 17 that the Suburban does. So it will work. Looks like it came from Century Huntsville. So Century dealership, probably Huntsville, Tennessee, because I'm in Tennessee, that's my guess. Car's not too bad a shape. Not sure how many owners. It was actually hit on this side, as you can see. Story is a moped ran into the side of the car. Guy must have been going pretty fast. You see a little bit of tweaking there. See a little bit of tweaking, a little twisting. Busted that light out. Put a dent in the side, dent in the bumper. I'm actually probably going to pull this and replace the light and fix this bumper with some heat. So I think I can fix that. I'm going to call this thing the Rattle-Can Regal because up top there is Rattle-Can spray paint. Looks like black or something like that. Yeah, it's black of some sort. Over top of little bits of surface rust appearing there, so we'll need to deal with that at some time just to make sure we keep everything as preserved as possible. So I picked this thing up, did some trading for it, and we'll just do a quick walk around, kind of see what it is, what I'm up against. It does run and drive. It's a little bit loud because weight reduction, the muffler. Yeah. I didn't realize the muffler was off before I bought the car. Yeah, I got there and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, the muffler's in the trunk." Yeah, you know how that goes. So yep, there's the muffler. And we're actually going to weld that back on because, yeah, I kind of need that on there. The trunk's a little bit musty inside, so it was leaking at one point in time. You can tell by the Hornet that it moved in at some point in time also. So I got all this cleaned up because there's just, I guess, where it's been sitting. Junk everywhere. I think all this I can correct. Pretty sure I can get this thing straight as it needs to be. If not, then I guess I'll cut this quarter out of some other Regal and weld it back in, but I think we can get it straight. Let's see. Aside from the muffler, some unidentified fluid of some sort. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. I think it's engine oil. I think. Yeah. It's a mass airflow sensor cleaner. Some de-icer. Oh, that's nice. Let's go ahead and put that in the garage where it belongs. That's a 1/2-inch drive to 3/4-inch drive. Yeah, let's go ahead and put this where it goes because it'd be good to put it where it belongs with the rest of my socket adapters and extensions. Good spot for it. Oh yeah, in case you guys hadn't seen, I was working on a 77 C10 at some point in time, so if this is pieced in from the other series or whatever, yeah, that's what's in the garage. So 77 C10, it's in the works. Serpentine belt of some sort. Just gotta pull this out. man, I can't believe I picked that thing with one hand. Well, the muffler hanger's still on there. That's good. At least on one side. I think that one is missing on this side. I don't know where it is. A little rusted there, but we're gonna put it back on. See what it'll do. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see what else we got here. There's some empty container of antifreeze. 2-cycle engine oil. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need that in there. This is a 2-cycle Regal. We have a big problem. And the trunk separator is separated for the spare. Oh, there is still water in this thing. He said it wasn't leaking anymore. That little liar. Anyway. So supposedly this thing wasn't leaking anymore, and if it wasn't, which maybe it was not leaking, and maybe they just didn't get the water out. That's quite possible, because it takes work to get these things dry. So let's get this and put this in the trash. Yep, good spot for it. Hang on one second. I'm gonna grab some and get this water up. So I usually keep a bunch of extra rags around that are dirty for cases like this where I've got a mess to clean up. So in this case, probably gonna get the shop back out because there is quite a bit of water in here. There's some fancy glasses there. And sockets. Tools are always good. Heck yeah. Now this ratchet, it still moves. Nice. Oh yeah. Yep, I don't know what brand this is, but I'm gonna put that to work. Make sure I get it lubricated so it doesn't dry up. There's an extension. Here's a 12mm. Couldn't get lucky enough to find a 10. That's part of the. That's part of a chainsaw tool, I believe. Actually, yeah, that's for a chainsaw. It's part of the spare assembly. Here's another 1/4-inch extension. Here's some M8 bolts. Looks to be brand new at some point in time. 12-point socket that is 5/16. Oh, I'm sorry, an 8-point socket that's 5/16. Alright. Trash. AAA membership. 2017. Wow. That's been in there a while. Hey, cool, there's a plug in this thing. Let's pop one of these drain plugs, drain the water out, and then we'll dry up the rest of it. That should work. I was honestly not expecting to find all this in the trunk of the car. I'd have saved this for last, but... Aha! Look at that. Pretty handy. Well, can't say I've ever removed one of those trunk plugs to drain water out of a trunk before, but that's pretty sweet. Alright, water's out of there. I'm gonna just throw these rags down in here so they can soak up whatever's left. I guess I ought to get this other plug out since there's a little bit of water sitting there on that side. I thought one would do, but maybe not. Here we go. Got the plug sitting over there. There's that. There's a broken lamp. Just discard the rest of that. I'm sure that's probably where it got hit in the rear. Oh man, this thing is saturated. Good thing it's gonna be like 90 degrees all week this week. I can just leave this trunk open because man, that is a breeding ground for mold, mildew, bacteria, not to mention rust. So, alright. I'll just throw them down in there. Okay, now we finish up the trunk first. Let's take a look inside. Pretty standard Buick Regal equipment here. Nice leatherette faux wood, the finest. Ooh, Concept Sound 2. just in case you needed to hear everything. Yeah, I'm not sure what type of sound system these have from the factory. Oh man, all kinds of headbands. Seat covers over the seats, probably because they're ripped. Yep, it's ripped. But they move. Well, there's a hole in the carpet there. Wow, that's interesting. There's a big soft spot there. No wonder there's a hole in the carpet. So I'll get some floor mats for this thing. Let's see. Ooh, the Grand Touring suspension. Ooh. Ooh. Steering wheel controls. Man, this thing is super fancy. State of the art. Look at that. Cassette and CD. Dual climate control. What's this right here? Let's see here. What we got here? Mass airflow sensor. Nice. And a receipt for it. What does that say? Lifetime. Wow. Let's put $100 back in my pocket. Alright. Wow. Tape and change and straw wrappers and radio stuff. Wow, that's nice. I don't know what goes there or what went there. It's left of something. You guys have an actual functional Regal. You can fill me in on what I'm missing there. I think that actually goes on there. Oh, it does go on there. Huh. Interesting. Maybe that is salvageable. Alright. Oh, the wood grain's broken. Maybe I can go cut a new piece. Just kidding. Alright. There's something down there. Looks like storage and... Oh, somebody left me a nice adapter there. Sweet. Alright. Oh, no rear view mirror. Bummer. Sun visors though. Heck yeah. Let's take a look on the passenger side. Man, it's super hot today. Yeah. Alright, passenger door, pretty much the same. These door panels are in good shape. They're not all ripped up and handles all split. Of course, this was more plasticky GM and rubbery GM than real stuff GM, so cars of the 90s were pretty much indestructible inside, unless you had a Cavalier. Because the dash and the Cavalier, those things you could touch and they would just shatter and crack everywhere. So, yes, it is a Regal GS. Not sure what's going on with this glove box here. It's got a zip tie holding it shut. Oh. Alright. Well, that's interesting. Some electrical tape. There's some registration stuff in there. And a functional light. So I guess I'll figure something out to do there, because yeah, it's not exactly catching, so I'll have to figure that one out. Not sure exactly what I'm going to do on that yet. Yeah, I'll have to figure something out on that, because that's keeping the glove box light on. That's definitely a good way to run the battery down, and even with the zip tie, I'm still keeping the glove box light on. So, alright. Oh, an FM modulator. Nice. No, that is cool. Oh, there's more papers and receipts down there. I'll dig those out. Oh, what is it? Air freshener. Wow. That's fancy. Didn't even know that existed. Yep, somebody was definitely had some junk in the trunk there. Yeah, we'll definitely be getting that out of here. We won't need that. Let's see here. Oh yeah, yeah, she's pretty weathered on the bottom now. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, let's take a look on the back. Ooh, another nice door panel. And more speaker stuff, water bottle. What's this? Mass airflow sensor. Cool. Amp kit. Deodorant. License plate. what's in that bag. I probably don't want to know. Looks like this is a lady's car. See some lady speed stick, or maybe this is better half. Some planners, some magazines. Better Homes and Garden. Probably an older person. I don't think young people do that. Alright. Should we look in the bag? Should we look in the bag? Should we look in the bag? Because I try to keep this kid friendly, we're not going to talk about what's in that bag. Alright, center, flip down console. Nice. Nice. This is where the audio's ran through, so we'll be unrunning all this stuff that they've done here. Like a power turn on wire. Yep. We'll just undo that. I'm probably gonna have to take care of that because that's kind of lame. Anyway, back seat's not too bad. Typical junk stuff on the floor. All right. So take a look under the hood. Hey, the struts work to hold the hood up. That's a plus. Well, somebody's in here replacing the battery. Didn't put those safety bolts back. Oh boy. I just realized that thing's hooked up to the battery and it's just dangling in the back of the car. I need to take care of that. Yeah, I definitely got to take care of that. Good thing we're going over this. So this is the 3800 Series 2. Yeah, Series 2. I don't think it's Series 3. V6 with the supercharger, which is not locked up. Not sure why the belt's off, but it's turning, so that's cool. So a new mass airflow sensor was installed, which I think is right there maybe, and that actually looks new. It's a new oil cap, that's not original. Valve cover is clean up here. The rear valve cover is leaking. Pretty common on these things, especially as they get up in age. And it was not replaced because this one is a pain to do. I'll consult a Salem Doyle video to replace this rear valve cover gasket because there's some stuff that's going to have to be moved out of the way to make this happen, probably including the alternator. So we'll do that in a separate video unless I look at it and decide I'm not going to do a video because he's already done a good one on it, which he typically does. Belt drive. Nice, dirty, 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 plenty dirty. A never start battery. Seems to be starting fine, which is good. That's weird. That's red Permatex. That's usually not a good sign. Yeah, usually not a good sign. Alright, well, see if she's got some oil in her. It looks like, probably looks like death, I'm sure. Yeah, it's in there. A little bit low. We'll check that. Tranny fluid. Transmission fluid probably needs to be changed for sure. Filter and change that. Well, I think that's about it, actually. EGR valve's been replaced before. You can see that shiny gasket there. That's a replacement gasket, so it's been off at some point in time. Here they replace the gasket. Oh, a little bit of rust in there. That's interesting. Didn't see any rust under the car anywhere else. It's kind of weird. Alright, well, let's wrap it up for this video. That is the current daily driver, the 98 Buick Regal GS 3.8 liter non-supercharged V6 as you see. Trunk's drawn out good. I'm going to go take care of disconnecting some safety things I saw, like the battery. Well, thanks for watching this video. My name's Erwin. It's Thrills in a Block. We're giving back what time is taken away. We'll see you soon.